What's up guys, welcome back to the YouTube, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can fix your dopamine addiction and how I fixed my battle on dopamine, which went on for years and years and years. I'm sure everyone who's watching this video, obviously, because you clicked on it, has experienced something like this, whether it just be scrolling endlessly on your phone, being addicted to porn, being addicted to some type of artificial dopamine, and like I said, this is something I struggled with for years. I started doing this, I guess this habit started freshman year of high school, so 5, 6, 7 years ago even, and it's something that I just conquered recently, and I still deal with this every single day. I literally scrolled this morning. It's something that is so toxic and ruining your life, and I need you to understand that it's something you need to fix. So when I first started dealing with this, it was just when I was younger. I finally got my first smartphone, and just like many of you, I spent a lot of my time, my free time, just scrolling on TikTok aimlessly. Scrolling on TikTok, playing video games, watching shows, watching Netflix all day, because why wouldn't I? It's so enjoyable, right? It gives you so much dopamine and you feel so good when you're doing it. And if you do have a scrolling problem, you feel like you're scrolling a lot, you're probably not busy either. You're probably doing that whenever you have downtime, whenever you have free time. And that was the same thing with me. I was working like 20 hours a week. I was a high school student, so of course I'm going to scroll mindlessly. I'm gonna turn to these vices. I'm gonna watch a bunch of shows. I played video games every single day, all day. I literally spent hours on video games. I probably spent like thousands of dollars on fucking Fortnite, which I'm sure some of you guys have done the same shit too. And I just never realized it was a problem. I never understood that it was an issue until I started to try and do productive things. When I started trying to go to the gym and better myself, when I first started my business, I still had this addiction. It was extremely prevalent, and I didn't realize what problem it was causing me until I really sat down and thought about it. I hated doing work. I hated going to the gym. I hated spending time with friends even, because I just wanted to scroll instead because it was more dopamine for me. I enjoyed it more. So it was destroying all these other areas of my life, and I didn't realize it. I just saw it as, I really enjoy this, I want to do this. I would literally skip out on hanging out with friends just to scroll on my phone. And I'm sure some of you guys do the same shit. And even when you're with friends, you'll scroll on your phone. I'll have friends who like come sit with me or like hang out with me, and they're like scrolling while I'm driving, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck off your phone. Like, that shit is embarrassing. And it's something that you need to fix. So I dealt with this for years, and when I really started my business, when I started coaching other people, I realized I needed to get this habit in check because I wasn't motivated to post content. I was a college student, still am. I had time for class, obviously, but after class, it was like, all right, I'd do a little bit of work. I'd work with the couple clients I had at this time, and then I would just scroll on my phone all day, and I would watch movies all day, and I would watch YouTube and Netflix and watch all this stupid shit. And I dealt with that for so long. My screen time was like 6 to 7 hours every single day at an absolute minimum. And I want you to click off this video real quick, go on your screen time, and look at how much it is. Is that how much you want it to be now that you're back? No, of course it's not. It's way too fucking much. So let's get that shit down, okay? So when I was struggling with this, I came to the realization that I needed to do what's called a dopamine detox. So the way I did this was I essentially removed any app from my phone that was not necessary for my business, for my connections, for my personal life, etc. I deleted TikTok for a few months. I post on there, so I literally have a 5-minute timer set on there now where I just go on there and post, and by the time I post, it kicks me off the app already, so I'm done. Same thing with Instagram. I have a like 20-minute timer set on there. I go in, I respond to DMs, I post my content, that's it. That's all I do, and then I get off. The only app I don't have a screen time limit set on is YouTube, because I go here to learn, and I don't go here to just doom scroll. I use it for educational purposes, and that's completely fine. But to do that dopamine detox, I set all those screen time limits. I deleted all those apps that I didn't need. I literally unplugged my PlayStation and just put it in my fucking closet. And that's what you need to do if you're addicted to video games. Literally just unplug it and set it in your fucking closet, because that habit changed my life. Just getting off of video games. I was spending like 7 hours a day just playing fucking Fortnite all day. And I didn't realize how much of an issue it was until I got out of this dopamine detox and I started to realize that everything in my life looks better, right? Your dopamine baseline is essentially the line where the things that are above this baseline are what you enjoy, and the things below it are the things you really hate and don't like to do. The more you doom scroll, the higher your baseline gets. The more you play video games, the higher your baseline gets. And it gets to the point where the only things you enjoy that are above this baseline are the things that give you that quick dopamine. Video games, doom scrolling, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. Those are what's above there. Everything below now, you don't enjoy. You don't enjoy going to class. You don't enjoy doing work. You don't enjoy going to your job. You don't enjoy even hanging out with friends maybe. Maybe that's below the dopamine level now. So your dopamine has absolutely been crushed because you've lifted this bar so high that nothing beats that threshold except for doom scrolling. So the purpose of a dopamine detox, and the reason you do it, the reason I did it, and I still do these, is to get rid of that bar, is to push that bar all the way down so you start to enjoy normal things. I'll tell you right now, I love spending time with clients. I love taking calls with new clients. I love posting content. I love everything I do about my work. I love going to the gym again. I love doing my fucking cardio. I enjoy literally walking on a treadmill and listening to music because my dopamine is so retracted. The bar is like fucking here for me, dude. I'll play poker once a week with my friends, and that feels like up here because I'm not used to anything like that. I'm so detoxed. And it's so amazing because once you get over that barrier, you become so fucking happy. The reason people are so depressed is because their dopamine bar is set so high, and they have to do these high dopamine tasks in order to achieve it. Like, that's why so many depressed people are fat as fuck. Just because you're literally just eating these fun, quick foods like candy bars, chips, muffins, because it's above the bar. Any food below the bar, like I eat pretty much like bland meals, and I'm not saying you have to eat bland food, but when you start to eat these healthier foods, that already is gonna lower your bar. So that's essentially my story. My story is that I struggled with it for 7 years, and within a month I was able to fix it. I did that detox, and I was completely able to fix it, and now I don't resort to that doom scrolling. Yes, do I still go on there? Absolutely. Do I still struggle with it on occasion? Absolutely. I'm a human being just like any of you. But at the same time, I get joy from day-to-day tasks. I get joy from the gym. I have more motivation than ever, and I am happier than ever, and just a better person than ever before. I am closer with God, I am more fulfilled, and it's all because I was able to lower my dopamine base level. So, this is exactly how you are going to do that, okay? The first thing you're gonna do is implement the dopamine detox. You need to cut out all of the things that you know are giving artificial dopamine. If you're eating all these unhealthy foods, cut them out, replace them. If you're scrolling all day, set screen time limits. Delete the apps that you're using for no benefit. If there is something that is not benefiting you, just delete it. Another thing I did was I unfollowed a bunch of people on Instagram. All those accounts that were just memes or just a bunch of bullshit, or it was just like people that weren't benefiting my life at all, I unfollowed them. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to follow some random IG model just because I think she's hot. That's stupid. She doesn't give a fuck about you. She's not benefiting your life. It's just something pretty to look at. That's just giving you, again, artificial dopamine. You do not need that. So cut all that out. If you're addicted to video games, literally take your fucking PlayStation and put it in the closet and just get rid of it. Put it in the closet. You have a TV you're watching 24/7, turn the TV around. Unplug it. Do things that increases the difficulty of performing those tasks, because then it's not artificial dopamine. It's harder to even get that dopamine. Even if you set a screen time limit, you're gonna have to go in and manually override that limit. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, like I have to override my screen time limit now, like fuck. This is more of a task. I'm not even getting as much dopamine anymore. So then it makes you less inclined to do those things. So the start of the dopamine detox is to avoid all of those tasks and cut those tasks out. The next thing, like I said, is to unfollow all the people that are not benefiting you. You follow random girls, you follow random content creators that aren't benefiting you, don't give any value. Unfollow them. It doesn't fucking matter. Your dopamine is ruining your life. All the dopamine you get from scrolling every single day is literally ruining your life, and you don't even understand it. It's crushing who you are. It's making you realize that the only things you enjoy come from a screen and are quick to get. You don't enjoy going to work, you don't enjoy going to school, you don't enjoy virtually anything anymore because it has to be so high in dopamine. It has to give you so much fulfillment and so much quick activation in your brain. Otherwise you hate it. So you need to cut that out. Once you cut those things out, everything starts to change. Absolutely everything starts to change. You start to notice that hard tasks become easier, your motivation comes back, your happiness comes back, your energy comes back, and you feel like a completely different person. And this is not gonna happen overnight. You're gonna slip up, you're not gonna be perfect, but once you cut those things out, it's going to make you feel so much better. So your goal with a dopamine detox is to reduce the availability of this dopamine. You have a bunch of unhealthy snacks sitting in your crib, throw them out. I don't care. You have a PlayStation you're on 10 hours a day, unplug it. I don't care. Like, you have the ability to cut these out and make them harder to access, so do that. I promise if your PlayStation is unplugged and throw it in your closet somewhere, you're gonna be a lot less inclined to play it than if it's sitting there plugged in on your desk and you're ready to go. You can just press the power button and then go play it. So make it harder to access these things. Along with that, you need to now become busy. If you're not a busy person, you need to find things that make you busy, because the main reason that you are resorting to artificial dopamine is because you are so fucking bored with your life. You don't have shit else to do, so you're like, fuck it, let's scroll, fuck it, time for TikTok. That's not how it should be. You need to replace these artificial tasks with tasks that are actually benefiting you. Some things that I've done that have really helped me, some tasks, are go to the gym, obviously, spend a good amount of time at the gym. Another thing would just be to cook, enjoy cooking, cook and meal prep your healthy meals. So that way, one, you're killing two birds with one stone. One, you're getting healthier foods that are lower in like your actual dopamine. But two, you have something to do, and you can honestly find passion in cooking. I love cooking now because it gives me dopamine. Because like I said, my bar is on the fucking floor at this point, and that's how it should be. Another thing that I do that I'd recommend is going for walks. Just spending time in nature. You can listen to music, or you can do it without music. Something where it's taking your mind off that, and you're still being productive because you're getting your steps in, you're burning more calories, you're feeling better throughout the day, but you're not on your phone, and you're getting dopamine from the real world, not from behind a screen. Another thing I do is spend more time with God. I try to read my Bible. I try to pray more. I try to strengthen that relationship. I try to go to church every weekend. I do things where it is bringing me closer to God if I don't have that time. And now I'm a very busy person now. I'm working with over 30 people who have honestly dealt with similar things to me, and that's why it works so well. But I'm working with so many people, and that keeps me busy and keeps me fulfilled. Like I said, I love making programs for people. I love seeing results. I get dopamine every time a client texts me and says they lost 20 pounds and their life has changed. That's my dopamine. I have dopamine now from a source that genuinely means something, changing people's lives, as opposed to just scrolling on TikTok mindlessly. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna find so much more purpose once you eliminate those things. You might be sitting here and thinking, wow, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. I don't know who I want to be. And I used to be the exact same way. I had no purpose before I started this business and before I cut out dopamine. I'll be honest. But the reason you feel like that is because you're getting this dopamine from all these artificial things every single day. You have all of these things that you're doing every single day that are giving you so much dopamine. Of course you don't have purpose. Think about this. Tell me about one reel that you scrolled yesterday. Tell me about one Instagram story or TikTok you saw yesterday. You don't even know, because you're just mindlessly scrolling. Day in and day out, all you do is scroll. So, of course you're not going to know what your purpose is if you don't even know what Instagram reels you were watching yesterday. You were watching anything and everything, right? It was so unimportant to you that you don't even remember it. So that's what you need to understand. The battle on dopamine isn't an overnight fix. It's something you have to do over time, and you have to continuously put input into this. You have to understand that, one, you have a problem, and two, that problem needs fixing. And if you don't take the steps to fix that problem, it'll never be fixed. And this is something I focus on with my clients. I talk to a lot of them on calls with this one-on-one. So it is something a lot of people have struggled with. I've seen it firsthand, the amount of guys that have come to me and just said, when I ask them what their struggles are, this is something they list. So this is what we talk about on our calls. And that's why I do calls with my clients, solely because I need to learn about your problems so that I can fix them. I can't just fix them overnight. So I genuinely hope this shows you guys what is possible. It shows you that, one, you have a problem. One, you have a problem. Two, you can fix that problem. And three, you need to fix that problem. So go do it. And more importantly, do it with the intent that it will change your life, because it truly, truly will. If you guys don't know who I am, or this is the first time you saw me, my name is Brandon Sladek. I'm an online fitness coach, and I help busy men. I help men who are lacking confidence, 20 and up, and I help them change their lives through fitness, not just physically, but mentally, help them form a lifestyle that they can live on after working with me. So if that is something you're interested in, my Instagram is in my bio, where I have a ton of free value for you guys every single day. I'm active every single day, and I respond individually to every single DM that you send. And there's also a link in my bio where you can book a call with me to chat one-on-one about getting you on the team. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the other side.